Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm super excited to share this tutorial with you. And in this tutorial we are going to paint this watercolor galaxy using liquid watercolors. So let me quickly show you what art supplies we are going to use today. First of all, you will need 100% cotton, at least 300 GSM paper, any cold press or rough texture paper, then a few brushes. I'm going to use this wash brush, medium size round brush, and a smaller size round brush. Then I'm going to use this ecoline liquid watercolors for today's painting, and the shades I'm going to use today are sepia, gray, and black. Also, you will need a few paper towels, a jar of clean water, watercolor palette, and a masking tape. So gather all your art supply and let's get started. So as you can see, I have already taped down my paper. Actually, I'm using a watercolor paper block, so I don't have to apply a masking tape, but I want a very nice looking sharp edge around my painting. So I have applied masking tape around the edges of my block. Next, I am going to apply an even coat of water with my wash brush, and we are going to use a lot of water for this painting, so make sure your paper is 100% cotton and at least 300 GSM. So I have already taken out my liquid watercolors in my palette, and the thing with liquid watercolor is that they are mostly dye based, unlike regular watercolors, and they stain the paper very quickly, and unlike most regular watercolor paper, they can be very difficult to remove from the paper. So we have to be very careful while painting, and I will start with a very lighter tone of the paint, and then coat by coat I will increase the intensity of the paint. So let's start our painting, and first I will apply a very lighter tone of sepia, and I am using my medium size round brush, and I have taken a very small amount of sepia with lots of water, and I'm dropping it on the paper very randomly. So I don't have any images or reference images in my mind, so I'm just playing around and dropping the paint randomly on the paper. So now I'm cleaning my brush, and with the clean damp brush I will just blend this color. So I want this spot to be white, so I am removing any excess paint from that spot, also adding few more sepia here and there. And repeating the same process of blending. So next I'm going to apply this gray shade around sepia, And after applying this gray shade, I will clean my brush, and then with a clean damp brush I will blend these two paints together. Also, I am working with a very lighter tone of gray. So again, I am painting this galaxy very randomly. I don't have any reference image in my mind. So you can free to choose any favorite shades of yours and play around and have fun. Also keep blending this paint using water. So I am adding some more gray and I am applying very randomly. You don't have to follow any pattern here, just drop it randomly and have fun. So my sepia kinda look pale, so I am dropping some more sepia. And then blend it to gray. Also, I am cleaning this white spot with my clean damp brush and removing excess paint from it. Now keep adding this gray shade on the paper. So I'm using wet in wet technique for this entire painting, and I'm using lots of water for this one. So make sure your paper is at least 300 GSM, and I would recommend to use watercolor block for this one. And while using liquid watercolors, you have to be very careful and very quick because it stains the paper very quickly, and it will be very difficult to remove those stains from the paper. So our first layer is done. Next I'm going to add some black around it, and also I will increase the intensity of this paint by applying a second coat of paint. Next I start to drop in some more concentrated gray shade, and I'm not dropping it on the entire painting, I'm just dropping it on the few spots. So I have cleaned my brush. Next I'm adding black paint, and I'm starting it around the corners. So I will add black paints around the corners first. Now I'm cleaning my brush, and with the clean damp brush I'm blending this black paint to the gray. Oh, so this is a very ugly face of the painting. Don't worry, it will look just fine after drying. So keep blending those harsh edges before your paper gets dried. So I will wait for this layer to dry and then I will proceed to the next step. So my paper is not completely dry, it's slightly wet. So next I'm going to apply some splatters of clean water. So the beauty of this liquid watercolors are that they are not waterproof. So if you accidentally drop the water on it, that will change the color of that spot. So I'm creating texture on the paper by splattering some clean water. Now we will wait for this layer to dry and then we will add some stars. So our galaxy background is finally dried. As you can see, those clean water splatter has created beautiful texture on the paper. And next I'm going to paint some stars like this. And for that I'm using splattering technique and I'm using this white gouache. You can use any white acrylic paint or bleed proof white, and I'm using this smaller size round brush to paint those stars. So next I'm adjusting the consistency of white gouache paint by adding water, and I have taken this paint in my smaller size round brush, and with another brush I will tap that brush and it will create beautiful splatter of white paint and it will create the effect of stars. Instead of this splattering technique, you can use toothbrush, but I find it quite messy, so I'm very much comfortable using this technique. Next I am adding few bigger stars. If you are not comfortable using smaller size round brush, you can do this using white jelly roll pen. So our painting is finally done, and here comes the most exciting part of removing masking tape. Make sure your painting is completely dry before you remove them, and remove it at an angle so it doesn't tear off your paper. Ta-da! our galaxy painting is finally here. If you have any question related to this tutorial, you can always drop it in the comment section, or you can DM me on my Instagram at alikha_art. If you recreate this painting watching my tutorial and post it on Instagram, then don't forget to tag me at alikha_art. Thank you so much guys for watching this tutorial, and if you like this video then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.